Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Here's Williams. Flush to his right. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To the air, Williams. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now it's Baldwin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Potter. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Potter. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Here's 3rd and 3.
the middle they go. Potter. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Caldwell.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Caldwell. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Left side to Lamb.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's one way and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 9.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They give him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
This is caught. And this won't do it.
He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Throwing is Williams.
He's got Mason complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw, it's Williams.
He finds his man complete. That's Mason. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 51 yards.
And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Flushed out right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Third and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
He finds his man complete. That's Mason. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Looking to throw. Caldwell. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Second and 11. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on third down, Caldwell.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On first down, it's Johnston. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Off the play fake, Caldwell. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Caldwell.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
He finds his man complete. It's Potter. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Room here to run. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
He finds his man complete. That's Mason. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the...
He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Johnston. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Barnett.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw is Williams. Pass hauled in by Johnston.
Fighting through it. He's got space. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Johnston, and he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here's Mitchell.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
But not a fun game at all for anyone who's playing defense on the field at this point. They just gave up another first down on another good run. I wonder if the defense coordinator just says, let's sell out, play against the run, and not worry about getting beat by the pass.
Right side, he has Johnston.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 21-7.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was supposed to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free, because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Up the middle they go. It's Potter. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Operating from the gun, Caldwell flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
To throw, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 19 yards away.
And the Bears are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Caldwell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Powers through. And some room to roam now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
132 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 3rd down, it's Barnett, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 70 yards.
And the Panthers get a bit closer.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnston. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now 2nd and 5. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now a give right side. It's Johnston. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bears